Right, welcome to What the Bloody Hell Is This? This is a feature whereby my Excel spreadsheet of doom randomly selects one of 60,000 games that I have on my computer. So I'll let the drum roll begin. And it's going to be Aladdin on the Super Nintendo. Well, it's a start, at least it's a game I've actually heard of. So let's fire it up and take a wee look at it. Bring! You keep expecting the Street Fighter to start. So yeah, anyway, Aladdin on the Super Nintendo. I did have a SNES for a very short space of time, and I do remember this game getting quite ridiculously high scores. And I'm saying ridiculously high, I don't mean that in a bad way. It was extremely well thought of. But it's a game that I didn't have any. I always thought upon it as a kids game. Maybe that was wrong. I always looked upon it as being a kids game, and for that reason I never had any interest in actually owning it. But you know, looking at it now, it is an absolutely beautiful looking game. It really is. Yeah, in light of games like Cuphead, where they've used traditional animation and sort of artwork, some people have said, wouldn't it be nice to see a game like this? Or in fact, it wasn't this game; it was the Mickey one on the Mega Drive. But yeah, this is a really nice game. I mean, animation-wise, all the sprites were hand drawn. Quite a simple game, but really good fun. But like I say, the graphics are just beautiful looking. I'm trying to think what other games. There was Lion King, then there was Mickey. No, I'm talking nonsense. I mean, Lion King was obviously a Disney cartoon. I can't remember, were there any other games that came out on the consoles based on these games? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, this really pretty looking. It's quite simplistic, and I'm actually doing fairly well here. I don't think I actually ever got this far. I think possible because I never really played it that much. But it's a bit of joy to have a game like this to play, compared to if you've watched the first sort of half a dozen What the Bloody Hell Is This? It has literally picked some god awful games that I've never ever heard of before. I wonder if I'll ever get the same game picked twice. Unlikely, considering there's something like 60,000 games. Now this is the SNES one. I think it originally came out on the Mega Drive. Now I can't compare. I don't know how this compares to the Mega Drive. I think I actually had this. I think I may have had a copy of this actually on the Commodore Amiga. I'm sure it came on a number of discs. Now you've only got a limited supply of apples. I presume you can pick up more. Not that I've actually found any. I think this game was featured in Games Master a few times. So that little pause was me pausing for my dinner. My dinner was ready, so I had to pause the game. When dinner beckons, you've got to go and get it. I don't quite know what that monkey does. Does that actually help you at all? Maybe it does, I've just noticed actually. So anyway, I think that's quite enough of that. That is a rather lovely Aladdin on the Super Nintendo. I says it is also out on the Mega Drive, and I believe it's also out on the Amiga, but I think the console versions are better because it's got more than one button. So yeah, as usual guys, thank you very much for watching.